Super. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the webinar about setting up your blog from scratch. And I'm really glad that everybody is joined us. Can you just type in the chat where you all from in South Africa or where you're from so we can see where everybody's from? I think it's just easier if we do it in the chat. Okay, Wahida's in Durban. Hi, Wahida. And Leonie's in Joburg. Wesley's in Joburg. Sorry, it's Sonia. Sonia's using me. Soraya, you in East London. That's nice. My in-laws are there. So we normally go there every, just after Christmas. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's really nice to have all of you on this webinar. And it's not gonna be long, about half an hour or so, just to show you the basics of setting up a blog. Okay. So I'm gonna share my screen. Okay. Slideshow, how do we do that? Okay, let's go from this one. Okay. Okay, so I'm really just going to introduce myself first of all. Who am I? I'm Heather Step. I am first of all a mom to Nicholas, who is 10 years old, and he's basically the reason why I started blogging. I first started blogging about infertility and then motherhood and then widowhood. Okay, and you can read all about that on One Step at a Time. Okay. Oh, two people waiting in the waiting room. Just hold on a sec. Admit. Admit. There we go. Okay. And I am also the founder of South African Mom Blogs, which is a network for South African parenting bloggers. And I'm all about showcasing and supporting bloggers. Okay. So we have a Facebook group, and we also have, it was so exciting last year. We had our first awards where we actually gave people money for their writing, which was very exciting. And one of our judges is here, Sonia Nordia, and I'm very happy that she's here because she always gives us such amazing input into everybody's writing, and it's very thoughtful. And thank you, Sonia. We appreciate you. And she's here. Okay. And then I'm also an online English teacher. Okay. So if I actually show you my real background, I'll show you. So you can see this is my background, right? I'm a teacher. And that's what my day job is. And but right now I'm trying to make my background look pretty. So yeah. Okay, so I've put together also a website for that, and I did a lot of content and stuff there for teaching kids English, and you can look at that at English Steps online. Okay, and you guys already told me where you're from, so all right. There's somebody here. Tracy, sorry, I have trouble working this on my phone. Okay, sorry, Tracy. Okay. Okay, I want you guys to tell me, why do you want to blog? I want you to type in the chat the reason why you want to blog. Okay. It can be anything. Maybe you've got some really amazing ideas that you want to share with the world. Maybe you want to make $1 million dollars. I want to know. So if you can find the chat, let's just let these people in. If you can find the chat on this Zoom and type in why you want to blog, everyone's being very quiet. Okay, Kat is being honest. She wants to make money. We all want to make money. Oh yeah, and she's got the dollar signs in her eye. Yeah. I love that. Okay, Leonie says, I want to blog about the grandparents having grandchildren in different parts. This is very true. A lot of people have this, and my sister's in America, and my mom's got that same problem. Yeah, so she's going off for a month now to America, and as she says, it's the only way. The only way she knows what's going on is to go there. Emma wants to make extra income. Okay. Okay. I'm going to carry on, but I'll keep checking if anyone else is writing something here because I'm actually keen to know what you guys want. All right. Um, so one reason that you might want to blog is that you are passionate about it, that you really have this incredible desire to write. You've got a whole lot of creativity inside you and you want to write. Um, it can be therapeutic to write as well. It's kind of like well, I enjoy it. I feel almost like you've unburdened yourself when you've written a post, and it doesn't even have to be a personal post. It can be about a product or something, and you feel a sense of satisfaction once you've completed the post. You've put yourself out there. So it can be therapeutic, and you write about your passion. And so venting your frustrations. You want to change the world, maybe, or not. I don't know. Or you want to help people. Maybe you want to help people. So that's one thing that you could. Somebody else is saying, oh, Wahida's got a whole list here. I want to help women stay spiritual and positive. It helps me to be perceived as an expert in my field. I like that, but I would love to make some money with it. Okay. Alrighty. So that's one reason why you might want to blog. Okay. Okay. You might also want to blog as a business. Yeah, so you create content that solves your audience problems and it answers their questions. You must remember that everybody is out there with a problem. And what do they do when they've got a problem? They take their phone and they Google it, right? And if your post pops up as an answer to that problem, then you have got an opportunity to get someone in your audience. Kayla, I would like to share my journey with infertility, my journey through motherhood. Yeah, I also did that. Yeah. So, and I think it's very therapeutic for us as bloggers to share our journeys. And that's exactly what I've done. It's been infertility, motherhood, widowhood, it's the journey. Okay. So that's really cool. So when you're answering people's questions that they are searching for, it establishes you as an expert. I think somebody said this, Wahida, and it leads to more traffic, more leads, and ultimately more sales for your business. Okay, so Sonia says, I'd like to build my personal brand and share my wellness jersey. Yes, you've definitely got a brand, Sonia. Writing things down are cathartic for me, says Tracy. Yeah, it is. It is so cathartic. Okay. Okay, so maybe it's a bit of a compromise. Maybe it's a bit of both. It's a bit of passion, and you also want to build a business, right? You're going to put those two things together ultimately, okay? Because if you're not feeling passionate about it, it's going to come out. You're not really keen, then you don't want to write. So you need the passion, all right? Okay. Darren Rasa from ProBlogger is very good. I subscribe to him, and I think he's in Australia. Yeah, but he also sends very interesting stuff. And he says blogging is a great way to share your thoughts, ideas, and passions with the world. It's also a great way to connect with people who share your interests. Guys, I think this is the best thing out of blogging is to make connections with people. So if you start writing about something, you will connect with people in that field. And also, if you join the blogging community, you will connect with other bloggers and make friends that way. And I think that's the one thing I've enjoyed most about blogging is the connections and the friendships that I've made. And people have really sowed good information into me, and I've really learned a lot from them as well. And I'm very grateful for those connections, I must say. And I'm really grateful for all of you guys coming to this webinar tonight. I'm very grateful for that. So we're making connections here. Okay. Maybe you are wondering why we should be using WordPress. Okay. Why shouldn't I just use Blogger? And Blogger's quite good in terms of SEO. Okay. But there's a lot of things about WordPress which are very advantageous. Okay. For instance, did you know that it powers so many, 1/3 of the world's websites? I did not know that. So that's quite something. I mean, they must be onto something if everybody's using it. I think the really cool thing about it is customizable themes. You can install your own theme that make the appearance the thing that you like, that you want to project, right? There is a plugin for everything. If you have a problem, you can normally solve it with a plugin. And plugins are just things that you add to the blog. And, you know, they're amazing and they can help you do so many things. There's so many things that you can do on WordPress. It's also very easy to work with. And a really bonus thing about it is it's SEO friendly, because if you are constantly putting out content, it's like you are putting more and more recent content. Google likes that. They like current things. And, you know, for instance, if you have something in your post about 2023, they're going to like that, right? Because it's very updated and that's SEO friendly. There's also something called a Yoast plugin, right? And that kind of gives you little clues and helps you along with your blog posts and tells you, okay, but you didn't have enough internal links or you didn't have alt tags on your pictures. It'll just give you all these little tips to make your blog posts more SEO friendly. Okay. Okay. Maybe not everybody wants to do mommy blogging that's on this call, but I'm just going to leave it here. It's maybe not be everybody's cup of tea, but it's kind of what I've said before about a lot of moms are sitting with their phones and not knowing something like what sippy cup must I use, and they ask Google, and your post pops up, and it is just that is how it works, right? And that is why it's just such an influence in the world. And that is what people do. They want to search for something and they find all these blog posts. And a blog post from a person who's actually used the product is going to carry a lot more weight than a brand. Okay. They're going to trust that more. So all these stats are on the SA Mom Blogs site. If you just go to Brands Connect with Moms, it's all there. But it is yeah, it's powerful. It's very powerful stuff. And there's a lot of potential in mommy blogging, right? So if you think there isn't, there definitely is. I'll just give you some examples, right? Just some personal stories from my side. Sometimes a brand doesn't have a website for themselves, right? And that's when your blog post does really well. And I'm still getting Mineraline. It's a product at Dischem that I just through chance got this product and I reviewed it, and that post is still doing really, really well. Chilla Preg also doesn't have their own website. It's those prenatal vitamins. That post continues to do extremely well. I did a post about 4 different moms trying it out, and I coordinated all these moms doing the product review. And that post continues to do really well because obviously people want to hear what it was actually like to take the product. Okay. So that is going to carry more weight. Another one that's done really well. You know, people think, it's so unfair. I remember the PR saying on the phone, how come you're getting this washing machine and this microwave delivered to your house? And they just like about the unfairness of it all. And you know what? We as bloggers work incredibly hard, right? And I did a video comparing 2 different microwaves, and that video on YouTube did really, really well as well, because people want to see that. They want to compare the old and the new, and they want to know what the difference was, right? So you really got to give people what they want, okay? And that's just a few examples, right? So of how this whole thing works, right? All right, let's get on to actually how you are going to set up your blog. Okay. Just think of it as a house, right, on the internet. Okay. You need to pay a host. You got to buy that little spot on the internet from a host, and you need a street address, which is your domain name. And then the platform that you're going to be using on the whole thing is WordPress. Those are the three things that you're putting together. Now, one of my friends this week, when I was talking about this webinar, she said to me, "Oh, but can't you just do this whole thing for free? Because now obviously you've got to pay the host. The domain name you only have to pay once a year, and it's not much. WordPress is free. Okay. Oh, can't I do this for free? Yes, there is an option called, I'm going to just type this in the text here. WordPress.com, right? So you can go ahead to WordPress.com and you can set up your blog for free, not pay anything, and write your heart out, and that's great, okay? The problem with that, it's not your own house. It's not your own place. It doesn't have the same capabilities as your own house when you're renting from someone else. If that comparison makes sense. And you won't be able to advertise. You won't be able to monetize it. Okay. So I hope, that makes things sort of clear why you actually need to invest in hosting your own blog. Okay. Okay, if you're going to name your blog, try and make it memorable, easy to spell, very relevant to your niche. This one must be adaptable through time changes. Okay, so don't say you're in the baby stage and you decide to name your blog something about babies, and maybe you get older later on and you lose interest in that stage of life, and now you're stuck with this name about babies, and now what do you do? So try and do something like what I've done is one step at a time. So it's a play on my name, right? Heather Step. And it's also taking life one step at a time. So try and think of something that's, about you. And another example of someone that, did this stage thing, she called her blog Pregnant in Cape Town. She's still got that URL, but she's changed her name now. She calls her blog Mother City Millers because it's in Cape Town, and it's her surname is Miller. So I thought that was a nice way to sort of change things. But there's lots of ideas, and this doesn't have to be about your family or your name or everything. It can be about your business or whatever you are wanting to do. These are just examples. The other thing is think about what kind of street address ending that you are going to have, right? If you are wanting to open yourself to an international audience, which I do recommend, you must have an international ending like .com, right? But if your particular blog or your particular business is really focused on South Africa, then you can have .co.za. So it's just something to think about what you want to end, but there's so many different endings these days. So you saw with my English business, I had .online, which is an international one, but it's online, because I'm teaching online. So there's all these different things that you can do. All right. When it comes to a host, you need someone who is reliable, that's got a good reputation. They must have good uptime, different options, different price plans. If you only have one site, do you want more sites, or what do you want to do? Okay. Then probably the most important thing about a host is, are they going to give you support when you need it? I can't tell you how many times, and you'll see on this course, if you do take the course, I am chatting to HostGator because I've hit a problem. And you need that, because believe me, it's like life, guys. You are going to hit problems. So you need to have someone who's going to help you when you hit those problems. And HostGator has a chat. You just get on the chat, and if the chat can't help you, it gets escalated, and then the email people help you. But you just bug them until they help you, and they will help you. But there's so many hosts out there. There really are. And I'm actually interested in the chat. Do you want to just, the existing bloggers here, do you want to just tell us what hosts you are with? Who do you recommend? I'm actually keen to know if anybody wants to share that. I know there are some bloggers here. If you want to recommend any hosts, domains.ca.co.za is also where I got some of my domains. And let's see, somebody is saying AfriHost. You have to bug. You do have to bug them, Waida. It's the only way to get anywhere. Yeah, so I think they might be a good one. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, here's my cat. My cat is saying hello. Okay. The new addition to my family. Okay. Okay, appearance is so important, guys. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that because it's kind of like your first impression that people comes to your website, and if it's going to look terrible, it's not going to look nice, and they might not stay or they might not look around. So try and make your website look pretty and functional. Your menu must have, categories and stuff that the people can just flip through what they want to. And it's kind of important. It establishes your brand. Okay. There are a lot of themes out there. They can be free, they can be paid. There are lots of options. You can just get onto Google. Just a funny story with that. When I was setting up my boss's website when I was at Joburg at Field and Study Montessori. And I decided, okay, let's go onto Google and look for a preschool theme. And I got one. Oh, I had the worst struggle of my life with that, guys, because this guy was in Korea and it was back and forth and it was a mess. So it's better to go with trustworthy places, guys. You don't want to land up in that dodgy situation. So some places that I'm recommending, right? As your base, the thing that you put in first, I'm recommending Cadence, okay? And you can build from that. It used to be Genesis, and now the thing is Cadence. I don't know what you guys use. And then on this course, I'm going to show you how to set up a free theme with Cadence. Everything is completely free. Now, Cadence does have paid themes as well. There's lots and lots of themes there. But, that's definitely an option. I also do recommend Restored 316. I use them. They've got feminine themes, and I use them with all my blogs. Okay, that one is also a paid one. So these are just ideas, guys. I don't know if anybody in the chat wants to tell me any companies that they work with or any themes that they recommend. Another thing you need to do is a logo and a favicon. Okay, I just want to show you what a favicon is. If you don't know what a favicon is, let's see if I can make this small. Can I make it small? Come on. I'm pressing escape and it doesn't want to go small. You know what? I might have to stop screen share and start again. I don't know why it doesn't want to. Okay. I'll show you later. Okay. And that is 4 essential pages that you need for your blog. Okay. You need a home page. You need about. You need to talk about who you are. You need a contact page. That is hugely important if a brand wants to get hold of you and there's nothing on your website that they can get hold of you. So that's very important to have a contact page with just a little contact form. Don't be an idiot like I have, and I've only really figured this out now, 10 years later, that I put my email address and now I have huge spam issues with my email, not getting to people's emails because of this problem of just leaving my email address there. So your spam bots will just take it. So try and just have a contact form. Privacy policy, that is something I will also show you when I figure out how to decrease the screen. I think I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stop share. Go small. You cannot minimize Zoom. Okay. How can I? There. Let's go here. Okay. Do you see over here in the corner? I will just do this. This over here is a favicon. All right. So I'm going to show you how to do that in the course. All right. And the privacy policy, let's just quickly show you. It says about. You can find privacy policy there. And please, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know what I'm doing. I've just copied this from somewhere else. But it's something to go on, right? So that's where you could get the privacy policy. Okay. All right, now let's see if I can go back to here. All right. Okay, and a permalink. Permalink, this is where I wanted to show you. Yeah, let's go to this one. Okay. This over here at the top is your permalink. Okay. And this over here is your category. All right. So if you set up your permalink like that, it's really going to help you with SEO, right? Because I'm South African Mom Blogs, I want that sort of word to get, around a lot. So that's why I've got it in the permalink as well. And I also try and interview a lot of South African mom bloggers. Okay, so I have those posts coming all the time. So if people are searching for South African mom blogs, they will find me. Okay. All right. Okay, this is just a checklist that you can use for your post, right? It's important to have a headline. It's important to have an introduction and conclusion. You need to have internal and external links, and they must be relevant. So internal means something in your blog that you're doing, and external, something relevant to your topic, external links. You need subheadings, you need images, and you must select a featured image that Facebook is going to pull. And if you don't do that, Facebook will pull the one you don't want. Okay. Okay, and then just admitting someone here. Can't see your slides. I just want to see. Guys, can everybody see the slides or can nobody see the slides? Can everybody see the slides? No. We see the SA Mom blog page. Oh, Greece. Okay, let me start the whole thing again. Share screen. Okay, everybody can see this presentation? Yes. Okay. Super. Thank you for talking to me and telling me. Okay. Oh, guys. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. See if I can make it big again. Um, from current slide, resume slideshow. There we go. Okay. It's a problem when you want to go between the two things, and I want to show you two things. Okay. Okay, I've told you about Yoast plugin before, and that's it's going to help you with SEO and the keywords. You must choose a category that's relevant. Edit your URL. You don't want a very long one. Okay, so just edit it down. Even if your headline is quite long, you can just edit it down to the main keywords. Some kind of call to action at the end of your post. You can ask them to follow you on social media, sign up for your list. I do recommend signing up for your list. Some kind of action. Okay. And then it's important to do some kind of disclosure if your post was sponsored, all right? Just say there at the bottom, this post is sponsored by someone, or this person gave me this product. It's just in all fairness to your audience, right? They need to know that. So it's important. Okay. You need to set up your email and create a list, right? So you need I just want to hold on a sec, stop video. Okay, there we go. So an email with your domain names creates professionality. If you just do blah 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 at gmail.com, that's fine for normal day life, but you want to be a professional, so you have to have a domain name. Okay, and in the course I'll show you how to put it in your Gmail. Okay, how do you get people on your list? You give them a freebie. You give them something in exchange. Give them something that they want in exchange for their email address. Here are some examples of mailing list providers. If anybody wants to share in the chat who they're using. But I did start off SA Mom Blogs with MailPoet, and then I'm now using MailerLite. MailerLite has got some really nice graphics, and yeah, it's just everything about them is just sort of better. So I'm just using them right now. And it's important to send out a regular newsletter with appropriate content. Okay, so you don't want to just be silent for 6 months and suddenly pop up again because people are just going to say, who's this, and unsubscribe. So you try and be like regular. So I'm trying to do this on most Fridays to send out a newsletter. Doesn't always work that way, but I do try. Okay, and sometimes every second Friday. Subscribers are very, very valuable, and they are very, they are yours, right? You got them, you got those email addresses. Whereas social media, you kind of, you're at the mercy. You can get kicked off of Instagram. You can get kicked. Earlier this year, I got kicked out of Facebook groups for 25 days for spamming. Yeah. Posting too much into all the groups. So yeah, I learned a valuable lesson from that, and I included that on the course. Okay, so it happens, guys. And for 25 days, I couldn't post in any Facebook groups, just the way it was. But I still had my email list. So it's very valuable, and you never know what the social media people are going to do. Okay, so yeah. Okay, talking of social media, you must promote your posts on social media. How do you do it? On Instagram, you put the link in the bio, and what's really nice these days is there are more links that you can put in the bio. Okay, so that's really cool. Facebook, you have a Facebook page, and from there you post into the groups. And I know I've just said that thing about getting kicked out of Facebook for doing that, but funnily enough, I think it was something to do with content of that particular post, because since then I haven't had any problems, and I've been posting and I haven't had any problems, but I still can't figure out what I did wrong, because I was actually just promoting a blogger's book. I was promoting Eleanor's book that she'd written. And I still am scratching my head after this and what did I do wrong? But anyway, it must have been something that upset Facebook. I don't know what, but yeah. I guess we just move on. So the groups that you can post into, there's South African bloggers and SA Mom bloggers. You post it under the date. Don't just post it directly there, put it in the date. And there's a lot of bombs groups as well that you can post into. And whatever your particular niche is, whatever thing that you are blogging about, you would post into that particular group. Okay. Pinterest is really good if you are doing arts and crafts and cooking and that kind of niche, or I don't know, there's so many things with Pinterest. It's really a lot. So I do recommend that. Whichever social media one you choose to use, I would recommend you engage, spend time, a lot of time commenting on people's posts, and then they will comment on you. And you'll see this so clearly that you will do well on the ones where you are engaging. And I'll give you an example. I am focusing now on Facebook and Instagram, and those ones are doing so well. I just post on Twitter and nothing happens with Twitter because I don't engage there. Okay. I don't spend time on Pinterest, and also nothing really happens there. But I'm not, if you decide, okay, I've got this particular kind of blog with cooking or whatever, and that's going to do so well on Pinterest, then spend all your days, pinning a certain number of pins every day of other people's things, and they'll appreciate that, and they'll start pinning yours as well. So just remember that about social media, that it is give and take, and you do have to do that to get anywhere. Okay. Okay, so these are some plugins, some really essential plugins that you need. There are a ton of plugins out there. These are the ones that you absolutely have to have. Okay, you need to protect your website from spam, so you need a Kisnet. You need to give brands your stats of how many people viewed your post, so you need Google Analytics. And by the way, on the 1st of July, it's going to Google Analytics 4. And if you're still stuck on the old one, you need to make sure that you got Google Analytics 4. But from the 1st of July, it's just going to be Google Analytics 4. Okay. You need to put little social media buttons at the end of every post so that people can share it. I mean, it's amazing that they read this amazing post. Now how do I share it? And you've got to have those buttons, otherwise your post is not going to get anywhere. And there's obviously a lot more. There is really a lot more. Okay. Okay. This Tom Cruise, show me the money. But guys, that is the bottom line. We really do need to make money. We want to put all this effort in and you're not going to make money, right? So how do we make money with blogging? One way is that you can get commission on other people's products, right? So you sell something that isn't really your product, but you get commission every time somebody buys it. Okay, that's called affiliate marketing. And that is going to be to do with your niche. Whatever your niche is, you would promote a kind of a product that's related to that. And I can give you lots of stories with that. I mean, when I was going through my infertility thing, I did a bit of thing with Circle and Bloom. I had a sequencing email list. A lot of people joined that list and bought Circle and Bloom because that's a sort of a mindset thing. Susie Starter Mom Blog, people have bought that as well. Yeah, so they're different things. There's so many different things. But every time, guys, just always try and find out if a brand has got an affiliate program and just pop that in your post, because you never know when someone's going to buy it and you could get a commission from that. So just, yeah, it's a lost opportunity if you don't put that affiliate link on your post. Okay. Sponsored content is definitely a thing. That's how I make a lot of money with blogging. And yeah, so you can partner with brands and companies to create sponsored blog posts, and there are places that you can sign up with to get that. And I think some people on this webinar would probably know more about this stuff than me, but yeah. You can do advertising on your blog. For instance, Google AdWords. Yeah. You can make your own products, digital products. And if you look on One Step at a Time, I do have some of those. You could do coaching and consulting. You could do whatever service you are in, okay? And you can do events, okay? So I used to do a lot of events in Joburg. the Josie meetup and the blogging things, and those were quite successful. This is also something that you can do in your particular niche or whatever you are doing. That's a lot of fun too. This is a nice way to meet people, definitely. Okay, so if you want a copy of all these slides, this is your homework, guys. You have to email me at heather@smmoblogs.co.za and tell me why you want to start a blog, okay? So if you don't have a pen or a paper to write that down, you can just go to my website, smmoblogs, and click on the contact form and just tell me you want the slides and why you want to start a blog. That's your homework, okay? Because I'm interested to know why you want to start a blog. So yeah, you must just do that and you'll get the slides. Okay, now if you've listened to all of this and you're thinking, I still don't know what's going on. I'm so confused now. It's all too much. I would just really like some step-by-step videos to show me everything, okay? You can do my course, okay? Because I've put together 5 hours of videos, guys. So you can just go through all those videos and I'll show you. I've got screen sharing. I'll show you exactly step by step how to do things. I said you could set it up in a weekend because it is 5 hours, but I don't recommend that at all. It took me a few months to make the course, and in between, life. So, you're going to need at least a few months. And remember, there's a lot of decision-making process in the process. Like you got to choose what host or what theme, and all of that, it takes a bit of time. So, I do recommend, don't try and do it all in one weekend. Maybe a few weeks to a few months. Okay. So this course, this is an example of a cadence starter theme that I just put up. And just to show you the before and after, if you do this course, you will land up with something like this, because this is what I used on the course. But obviously there's a lot of other themes that you could use. This is just one that I worked with, okay? But I literally did the whole thing. I bought the domain and I installed the theme and I did the whole thing, guys. So, and I videoed the whole thing. So you will see that, okay? And this is just all the stuff. It's exactly as what I've talked about tonight. This exact same stuff, but it's more detail, it's more videos, it's more explanations, it's more everything, okay? Yeah, everything that I've basically talked about, just more detail, okay? Okay. Then if you want to sort of take it to the next level and do a bit more, what you can do, there's somebody in the chat saying something. Okay. All right. No, I don't think I'm going to go that low. Okay. What is the time, guys? I'm talking too much. Yeah, I am talking too much. So if you want something extra on top of the video course, you can join. I'm going to do 6 weeks of workshops, right? So it's still going to be decided. Monday and Tuesday is kind of more convenient for me, but it might not be convenient for you. So whoever signs up, we will figure that out. But that's what, yeah, the 13th of June is my kid's birthday, so it cannot be on that Tuesday. It'll have to be on the Monday. Okay. So this is what we will do in those. It's a bit of extra content. Okay. You will figure out week 1 what's in a name, finding your niche and naming your blog. So that's what we can work with. Now, week 2, we'll find a theme that's right for you. Week 3, just a bit more on optimizing your blog post, a sort of a deeper dive onto making your blog posts SEO friendly. Week 4, building your list. Week 5, engaging on social media. And week 6, monetizing your blog. So this is just an option for you guys, okay, if you want to do this. It is an extra cost, but it's probably worth it in terms of the support, right? You'll have some other people doing this with you at the same time, and that's always valuable. Okay. How do you get access to the course? All you do is click here, right? And you scroll all the way down. I'm actually going to show it to you just now. And I really hope that you could see this. I think what I'm going to do is stop share and go back to where I was. Yeah, I'm going to go here. So if you go to start your own WordPress blog from scratch and you scroll all the way down, okay, start your own blog today. Click there, right? And you'll come to this page and you can unmute and listen to me again. You want to. And you can read all the testimonials. I've got 6 people that actually are tested on this on. Yeah. Some of them are veteran bloggers, like you'll see Marie Louise and Judy are veteran bloggers. And some people are newbies. This is totally new for them. So I thought you'd appreciate that if you are new. Okay. So you can read all of that in your own time. Okay. What you'll get, okay, I've kind of gone over that. If you do sign up, I'm giving you guys, it's about till next Sunday, right? Till next Sunday to make a decision. If you do sign up in that time, you will get the planners, okay? So you'll see there's a clock. There's a clock at the top. Okay, it's been covered by Zoom, but anyway. You'll get the planners and I'll email that to you separately, okay? But you will immediately get access to the videos and I'll email the planners separately, but you will get them, don't worry. The planners will just help you get things going faster, right? It helps to always have lists, right? And you also get the links to Canva so you can customize it, make it nice, do your own thing with it. So it's a to-do list and a content to-do list and a calendar. It's just ideas, right? Just ideas to get going. All right. Okay, so what you do, there's a whole lot of frequently asked questions here as well. Okay. You click here, right? And then you go here. There are 2 options, okay? If you want the workshops, I'm just going to right-click open a new tab. This is the one where you get the workshops, okay? If you stay on this page, you would just get the video course. Okay. But I think I'm going to get out of here and go back to my PowerPoint presentation and this. Please tell me if you can't see things. Okay. Yeah, the bonus planners. Okay. So this is the thing, guys. Sometimes later becomes never. Do it now. The one example I was thinking about this is you kind of wait for your life to be, perfect before you do something. Like if this happens and this happens, then I will do this. I would give you an example of myself, right? I was thinking, I'm gonna come to PE, I'm gonna meet a guy, everything's gonna work out perfectly, we're gonna get married, and we'll buy a house together, we'll get animals. Life hasn't worked out that way, right? So it's not always so perfect, okay? So recently I decided, stuff this, I'm getting my own house. I bought my own house. This year it's like, let's get a cat. So yeah, I'm making my own home. I'm not waiting for everything to be perfect. So don't do the same in your life, right? Don't wait for everything to line up perfectly. Rather just do it now, okay? Yeah, so that is pretty much it. I want to know if anybody in the chat has got questions that they want to ask. Anybody got questions? If you don't have questions, what I'll do is I'll go to the, oh, somebody is asking, very informative. Thank you, Rahida. If you don't have questions, I'm going to go to the frequently asked questions, okay? Because I think those are quite May I ask what platform you created the course on? It is something called Systeme.io. I will type it in the chat box. Systeme.io. Okay. So I'll tell you the story of that. I started off on Teachable, and you could only upload 10 videos for free. Then I went to Thinkerific, and there was a problem with the checkout cart. There was that for South Africans, the payment thing, there was something going wrong there, that you would have to pay extra for a plug-in or something. So then I've gone to Systemo, and I feel like it's the best deal for course creators. There's a lot of other stuff with Systemo. I mean, you could do a whole blog on Systemo. You can. And they've got funnels and everything. It's just crazy. So I'm still trying to learn and get my way around it, but there's a lot with Systeme.io. Yeah. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go to those frequently asked questions. I've got to unshare and go back to that again. Sorry, guys, I just got to find it. Where did I put those? There we go. Okay. I've never done anything remotely technical. Will I be able to do this? Yeah, because it's videos, right? All you have to do is copy the videos. I want to set up a website for my business. Is this course just for bloggers, or will it help me too? It's really, it will help you to definitely set up a business, especially with Cadence. There's so many different themes. I mean, I saw one for a cleaning business, right? There's all sorts of things on Cadence that you can do. There's just everything. Okay. This is a very interesting one. Is blogging dead? What hope have I making a difference with my blog with AI spamming the internet? And it's a very valid concern, but just remember, if you add the real human emotional element to your post, you are going to set yourself apart from the bots, okay? What are the costs involved setting up a blog other than the course? The minimum is going to be hosting and your domain name, okay? So you just have to do your research there. There's lots of different options there. And there are other ones, but they can be free as well. Like your theme can be free, your mailing list. Also, you know, you for MailerLite, you can, for up to 1,000 subscribers, it can still be free. Okay. This one, I like this one. I'm scared to put myself out there. You know this quote, and Nelson Mandela used it on his speech as well, about, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, our deepest fear that we are powerful beyond our measure. So don't be scared to let your light shine, and put yourself out there. And then if you are still scared after all of that, you can always set it to private or take it down. Okay. All right. I don't know if there's anybody else that's got a question. Otherwise, I'm going to end the call. Any other questions, guys? I'm gonna end the session then. And I just want to say thank you guys for coming, and everyone's saying thanks. Thank you. I really do appreciate you guys making time for this. So I'm gonna end the session. Thank you. Bye. Thank you.